Always got to say hello to the horses. And also we spoke about, you know, troubles I've had, you know, with alcohol and things like that. I'm not actually complaining when I talk about the price of things. It is fairly expensive, you know. Do you feel you got your money's worth?
The money, it's definitely money's worth, yeah.
This is exactly where it was. The first get on the bus. How good's that?
Get on the bus!
It's August the 31st, 2023. I keep saying this year has been the best year ever. I'm in Brighton, actually. I've been to do my driving theory test, which I passed. So that is a result. I got 47 out of 50 on the theory bit, and then the hazard perception scraped through with 44 out of 75. So you might have guessed I've started doing driving lessons. Anyway, so that's what I've been up to. My lovely mum and dad dropped me down here to do the test, and they dropped me at Brighton Station. Tomorrow night, Friday the 1st September, I'm playing in Knutsford, Jazz in the Church with Jack Cottrell. So what would you normally do? Get a train up there. Of course, it's train strikes. Yippee. One of the favourite things of the UK at the moment. Train strikes is happening, so I looked at getting a train up to Manchester way tonight. It was £188. Not going to pay that. Managed to get a flight from Heathrow, which means I'm flying from Heathrow tomorrow at 6 a.m. I have a wonderful friend, Matt Skeeping, who I used to play with years ago, and we used to tour a lot. And recently he said, you know, I live near Heathrow and you're always welcome to come and stay. I'm at Brighton Station, about to get on the train to stay with him, to get up early, to go to the airport, to fly up to Manchester, to go to Knutsford to do Jazz in the Church. And there's a few other things that are happening as well. Well, train strikes means I've had to hire a van, a bus, things like that. Anyway, come along, let's see what goes on. To start with, the first train that I'm getting from Brighton to get to Shepperton, so I can get there and have a nice sleep. They've cancelled it, so that gives me 40 minutes now to wait and get something from. Definitely shouldn't get something from the wine shop, being off my alcoholic past. Got a stye on the other eye now. Early start, just booking a cab for 4:15. That's what happens with the train strike. You end up having to fly, and then you worry about your carbon footprint, and people are like, oh, you fly a lot, but the only way to get to the gig is to fly, or the train. Could have got the train yesterday and then paid for 2 nights of hotels. I don't know. I never really know what the best thing to do is. But I always say, well, I don't have a car, I don't drive, but now I've just passed my theory test. Tomorrow's a new day, going up, Jazz in the Church, looking forward to it. Can't wait. And always great to see Jack, you know. We work and speak together so much. We talk about mental health or talk about things like that. I mean, me and Jack talk about all the good things, all the bad things, all the stuff we're struggling. We laugh together, cry together. It's everything, do you know what I mean? Push each other beyond anything you can imagine. So when you actually be in the presence of each other, it's pretty inspiring, you know, all the things he's been up to. You can talk on the phone, but when you're actually there with each other, it's all really like, really... So thankful to have that relationship with someone who's going through the same things that I am, you know, and discovering all the good stuff at the same time. Time to go to bed now. Night. 4 a.m. Time to go to the airport. Heathrow Terminal 5. I just had the most wonderful chat with a guy from Afghanistan, the guy who was driving the taxi, talking about learning languages. He was also talking about the ULEZ and all of that that's going on in the UK. It really is making it hard for everyone living in London, this new ULEZ zone and congestion charge and everything that goes on with it. Yeah, it's amazing that flying to Manchester is cheaper than getting a train. That's the stye coming on, all right? Just had the most wonderful experience with the lady at the desk. We just sort of stood there. I think it's too early. She's just like, what do I need from you? I was like, I don't know, what do you want? I was like, right, here's my passport. She's like, where are you going? I said, Manchester. She's like, well, you don't need it. She's like, oh no, I need ID. I was like, oh yeah, there you go, ID. I gave it to her, and then she was like, oh, can I see some ID? I was like, well, you've just given me my passport back. She's like, oh yeah, it's too early. British Airways, I think there was a massive problem with all of the airlines, with the control, you know, security, whatever it is, air traffic control. I've been lucky, none of my flights have been affected yet. I get such into a routine of like check-in. I've always said it, that I always have the things that I do at the airport. I've got a spot on my nose. I always have the things that I do. I go do I go here. Luckily I've got the airport lounges so I can use the lounge, but then I always come down to the Paul Smith shop, never ever buy anything. But I always go in and the people in there go, oh hello, how are you? And they tell me the same thing every time. And then I go and get a protein bar next door. Am I a creature of habit? Definitely. Always got to say hello to the horses. Good morning, horses. It's funny when you put in fees and prices for, you know, as working as a musician, sometimes people have asked me how much something would cost. When it comes to music, I play music and judge music on, if it's something I want to do, then I do it. But then there obviously comes the point where you have to earn money, because that's how you exist in this world, in the ever expensive world that we live in. Sometimes I put my fee in as for me, and people say, that's quite high. Jack's not saying that, by the way. I mean, so I travelled from Brighton to London last night. It's £25. Taxi to the airport, £40. Flight up to Manchester, £86, I think it was. And then I'll have to get a taxi from Manchester to Knutsford, which will be about £30. And then I've got the hotel for tonight as well, which is £125. So me coming up to do a gig, essentially 3 hours from London, has cost whatever that says there. I'll work it out and put it there. That's before I've bought anything to eat or had a drink or anything. This isn't me moaning, by the way. This is me just letting you know how much it costs being on the road. There you go. The flight was £96, but then I had to add a bag as well, which is 35. So that makes it £130. Just trying to do the maths in my head, I can't work it out. £360 already just to get to the gig. £360 just to get to the gig. That's not getting back, by the way. That's just getting there. Wait till you see what happens on Saturday because of the train strikes. On Saturday, tomorrow. Oh, don't know where time goes. Got my luggage, I'm through. Just go and get a taxi to Knutsford and see how much a taxi is to Knutsford. Add it to the bill, that's all right. Jack, I'm sticking it on my expenses. I'm a Jack. Taxi's £45, so add that onto there. That is St John's Church where I'm playing tonight. Anywhere down here would be great, mate, thank you. Thanks so much. You're all right with cash, aren't you?
Cash, please, yeah.
It's 45. Can I have a receipt as well, please?
Yeah.
Thanks, man. Yeah. So here we are in Knutsford. Knutsford's in Cheshire, if you've never been. It's in the north of England, just south of Manchester. I'm staying somewhere down here tonight, but I can't obviously check in. So, what am I going to do? Let's go and find somewhere for coffee. Ah, I know where we are. First time I ever played here, a year ago. Met a guy, and at the end of the show, he came up and he spoke, and he was really touched by the music, and also we spoke about, you know, troubles I've had, you know, with alcohol and things like that, and just talking about different, you know, problems that people go through and sharing problems and stuff. And so we were touched by each other's stories. Anyway, he owns a coffee shop here, Tatton Perk, They get all the awards, so you can go in here, you can buy tickets for the concert tonight and stuff like that. It's yeah, so they're promoting each other, keeping everything local here. Everyone's happy. It's really good. This is Tat and Perk coffee. Best coffee, and you just have to love it here. It's fantastic. I probably don't rest enough. I always see time as like time to be working, you know, travelling could be time to be working, could be doing stuff. I've got here now, I'm waiting for a coffee, now I'm promoting more stuff, thinking about the next show. So I was, in the old days, you know, 5 minutes to wait or 10 minutes to wait would have been having 2 cigarettes or something, but now waiting is doing some work, getting some work done. Someone said actually, oh, Adrian was a bit tired, and so I thought, did you see what he's just done? Well, I had wonderful coffee. I checked in early. I've had a little bit of a sleep. I look a little less tired. Now I'm just walking down to the church. I thought you were naked.
It's just having a bath.
Nice. Jazz in the church.
It's
a really small church.
I'm having a picnic in the church.
Nice. Well, that's great.
It's like I'm on a school trip.
I love it.
Yeah.
You're right.
That's my practice room.
Oh, God. I love it. Right in the middle.
Yeah. Having a mango, which cost me about, it's gone up since last time I saw you.
Since the last get on the bus?
Yeah. What was it in Marks and Spencer?
£4? £5?
Yeah, that's more than that.
I want all of that.
And I bought this because it had 60p knocked off it.
Nice, how much was it? £10? So I've just gone to pick up a little bit of food at Waitrose, £16.50. I'm not actually complaining when I talk about the price of things. It is fairly expensive, you know. Sometimes, you know, if someone says, oh, how much for you to do a gig or a guest spot, or you can see that most of that goes to other people other than myself. Look at what I got for my £16.50. Bum, da-doo-doo-doo, do-do-do-do. 2 types of crisp. Get a nice bag as well. It's about £1. Have you ever been on one of my Get on the Bus videos?
Not yet.
Tom Kincaid, Tim Williams. Here we are then, backstage. Get on the bus, get on the stage. We're at Jazz in the Church in Knutsford. You can hear the people, right? And you can see. Are you okay, Tom?
No.
Are you okay, Tim?
I'm great, yeah.
So he's sort of...
He's alright.
So between you, you're sort of 50,
Sort of all right,
50-50.
yeah. Average.
Nice.
I'll bring him up.
Yeah, thanks, mate. Go. Have a good one. Backstage. Been a long old day. Bought a new perfume today. Sorry I didn't film in there, but it was so overwhelming that I forgot to film, and it would have been lovely to do. But I will go back there and buy more, so I'll do it next time. Have a reason to come to Knutsford. Right. Woo! Yeah, boys. Well, I had a bit of sleep. Jazz in the Church was a huge success last night. And now I'm waiting for Phil to come and pick me up. We're going to drive to a place called Winsford. So here's the deal. It's Saturday, the train strikes. I'm in Knutsford. Drive down to London, pick up the boys, drive up to Norwich, play at the wedding, turn around, go back to London, then Phil's got to come back up to here. It's very handy that Phil was here. This is where Phil lives around here. So quite full on, really. But hey-oh, that's life on the road. And then Sunday morning, fly back to Sweden. But the thing is, yeah, all because of train strikes, basically. All because of train strikes. It's adding, had to hire a van, fuel, and a driver. Yes, Phil. Woo! So good. Phil's new wheels. going to pick up Joe Webb and Will Sach in a minute. I haven't seen Will's. I only see Will in other countries these days. God, I am looking tired. We're just discussing the price of tickets, and Phil came to my gig last night at Jazz in the Church, and he's just managed to get Taylor Swift tickets. Really cool. It's really nice. Nice to the old people supporting the young people. That's what I say. We're joking. He was saying it's a 3-hour concert. I was just wondering if you want some money back, because my concert was only 2 50-minute sets last night. Actually, the second set was about an hour.
Yeah, it would have been.
So, what do you need money back now? Do you feel you were robbed?
No.
Do you feel you got your money's worth?
The money, it was definitely money's worth, yeah.
Oh, that's all right.
And it helps if you're sober. I don't mean you put me sober, but obviously you are sober as well.
I am sober. Phil was sober. I'm glad you're sober now. Much better than last time we drove. The first ever Get on the Bus started right here. I filmed right, where am I? Yeah, round that corner there. Where I'd been and had a haircut, and then I started round that corner, and I was walking up and down this hill, waiting for you lot to turn up. This is it. This is exactly where it was. The first Get on the Bus. How good's that? There it was. I did my first bit of talking there. That's nearly a year ago. I walked down this road, and I walked back up this road, and I walked down this road, and I walked back. Amazing.
It was a bit sweaty when you got on the bus in the end.
When I got on the bus. There you go, he said it. Someone says it. Get on the bus! And you. Get on the bus. Hey, this is where the first one was.
It is, yeah,
Yeah.
the original. I was thinking, where's Adrian? And I just looked for the guy with the phone.
How are you doing?
Looking fresh. Good outfit.
Had to up your game there, mate.
Yeah.
Hey, look, there's John.
There's
John. All right, John. Yeah,
Hey.
boy. Look.
Nice. Brother.
Yes, in that vehicle. Yeah, good, man. Right, and boys. Joe, Will.
Yes.
You pleased to be in the bus?
Very pleased to be in the bus.
Joe,
Yeah.
pleased to be in the bus?
We're flying first, baby.
All these buses have PlayStations, and you can never work out how to use them. Anyone tired? Service stations. Always compulsory buying in a service station. Looking great, FIL.
Smooth. Hey, he looks
You look great. You look so good that we're going to pretend we're not with you. Having just said compulsory purchase, we've all gone in and we've all bought nothing. Are you pleased with all what you bought? Yeah? Look at that beauty.
man.
What are you doing? You're in the Champions. I didn't realise you were busy today.
Yeah, I'm pretty bad.
Champions League final.
Dude.
So after saying that we can't get any of the stuff working, Will managed to get it working. Well, there's only one controller, which is handy when there's only one person playing. We've arrived in Norwich, beautiful Norwich. So we just played a wedding for David Edwards, his daughter. How nice was that?
Really nice. Really good.
Lovely. And now we're driving back to London. FIL in the front, Joe in the front, Will facing the other way. FIFA in it. And we're going back to London, and then I'm going to Heathrow Airport and get the 7 o'clock flight, and I go back to Sweden to see my girlfriend! Yay! Yay! This is where we say goodbye to Phil. Thanks for everything, Phil.
Bye, Phil.
Will.
I will.
Everyone rhymes with Phil.
Phil.
Thanks for driving. How was the bus for you?
Hill.
Fine, fine.
Good?
Should use them again.
Yeah, we'll do. Will do.
Phil. Muswell Hill.
And just like that, it's 1:40 in the morning. Time to spend a bit of time in the airport. See you later.